Game number 1, Lewis versus DauT. This is elimination stage, so whoever loses this goes home, and we have a completely nothing nomad map here. But pandas, though, don't do it. Don't jump there. Don't do it. Ah! He jumped. So both players going to be looking for a good TC spot. We've found some wood lines here for DauT. We found some wood lines here for Lewis. And they're going to be hoping that they also find some herdables so they can get some scouting. Because there is not a lot of food around here. There's some wild horses here for Lewis. For DauT, he has found one goose. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Like 6k gold on the map? Oh, yeah, true. Oh, my God. Oh, there's no gold at all. Oh, my... There's no gold at all, dude. These all have 213 on them. Holy cow, bro. There's not even 5k gold on the map. There's 4,600 gold on the map. 17,000 stone. I mean, in one way, it's good for the Portuguese because they save gold on their units. In another way, it's bad because the Bulgarians could just go for crepos everywhere. Yeah, there's not a lot of res at all. Not a lot of food. Not a lot of wood. Just stone, basically. And it doesn't look like there's any elephants or rhinos or anything. There's a boar over here with 119 food. This is just a complete bare bones map here. DauT's going to be pushing some of these in. DauT's got himself a turkey now, or a goose under the TC. There is no water on this map, so can't really put your wood into anything. So you definitely need to have most villagers on food just to keep your TC running. And DauT has an Argali under his town center now. That's 180 food. That's fine. All right. So Lewis is taking these horses in. I don't know if he realizes, but you can push these. It's interesting that he didn't choose to push them. I think he's just going to go for a mill here. Might just go for a mill on all this stuff. He's going to go for a house. He's still exploring. There are some foxes around you can take for a little bit extra gold. There's Argalis out here he could go for as well. DauT has found himself a boar with 119 food. He's going to be super stoked about that. Until he realizes how much food is on it. And then maybe not so much. Damn, you would love to have a civ like Khmer or Slavs or something here, right? Something with good farms. Neither of these civs have that. There is berries around, but I don't know if DauT has found any of those. He's also harvesting the foxes already, which is really nice. He didn't see the berries back here. He sees the horses over here. He's going to send another villager this way. He might find the berries up here, and that would be really nice for Portuguese if he could do that. It's going to be a while before any aggression comes out, just because of the lack of resources. This might just be like a fast castles type of thing. Just because it'll take them so long to get their food eco to a point where they can consistently produce and go up to the next age. By the time they do that, they'll have like 6, 7, 8, 9 farms in Dark Age, right? So we're past the point where they can Portuguese should be favored here normally against Bulgarians, but with the lack of gold, I don't know. It was nice of DauT to take advantage of those couple foxes early as well. And I think that's why he's ahead in res collected right now. Because the foxes bring in food so quickly. Please don't mill this DauT. There's only one other horse. Oh my goodness. This is a nightmare, man. He's found the berries. He's found some berries over here, but so is Lewis. And we know DauT loves to villager war. We know he absolutely loves to villager war. He's been doing it in Rage Forest this whole time. So we'll see if Lewis decides to engage into this. DauT needs to keep his food eco rolling so he can keep his TC producing while engaging in this Vil War. He's sending some more villagers over. Lewis is also really good with the villager wars too. And I said DauT loves to do it. I didn't say he was great at it. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at the Vil Wars. And he's pushing Lewis away. He really wants these berries over here. Really, really wants them. And DauT's having a good time with this. All right, all right. Can he get it? Lewis is great on the quick walls. Might not be able to save her, and he does. And DauT can go for a mill over here. It's going to be bringing in food and wood. That's quite bad for Lewis. He has to do the walk of shame home to his base. And DauT's going to get berries, which are so good with Portuguese. DauT still has herdables coming in, too. He's found quite a few of them. Lewis, he's got one cow and then a couple other herdables exploring. And he's looked at the corners. He's looked at the edges. And he's realized that there's just no resources on this map anywhere. Has DauT found the gold at the back? Ooh, he hasn't. Ooh. That's a problem. This could be a very, very long game, potentially. I mean, well, maybe not, because there's only 130k wood. we have a timer on this game. There's only 130k wood. Definitely have a timer on this. 6 farms already set up for Lewis. It's only 4 or 3, sorry, for DauT. He's taking the berries, which also gives him wood. He's still got a horse left here. And he actually might be able to click up. What's the relic situation? 1, 2, 3. Oh, ooh, relics are actually really important. Wow. Yeah, with this limited amount of gold, DauT's got 3 on his area. Lewis has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here. This might be like a fast castle and to get the relics angle. And DauT has found the he's found the gold back here. Fetorias. That's a great point, Menunez. Fetorias completely slipped my mind. If it's like a stalemate and imp, Lewis needs to end the game quick. Like real quick. Because DauT has theoretically infinite resources. Still hasn't seen the berries back here, but he's taking the berries here. He's gone for an outpost as well. Feudal Age is already on the way for DauT. He's going to try for a fast castle. And Lewis is going to do the same thing, but Lewis needed to get more farm eco set up. Lewis has really good exploration. Like, really good. Considering he started with 3 vills and they didn't have a scout. Like, this is absolutely insane, the amount he's explored. But unfortunately for him, there's just nothing to find here. There's just nothing to find on this map, you know? Militia. Okay. So it'll be a men-at-arms push. If DauT goes for an outpost here, he's going to be able to find that. See that. And then he can have some time to wall up in advance. Really doesn't want to be kicked off these berries, but he might have to leave. 4th militia on the way. He pulls the villagers back. He sees what it's going to be. His timing's not bad to fight up against that. He just needs to get his villagers safe somehow. I would think pulling these back right now is probably the play. You can see he's stalling out a little bit, and he clicks up to Castle Age. And Lewis will show his militia here. And DauT immediately pulls the villagers away. He's sending them back. He might go for stone walls here. He could go for stone walls here, stone walls here, stone walls here. And he can't resist himself. He has to keep 2 over here. Why? DauT, why? Why? Huh? He juked him. Okay. Here come the men-at-arms. Lewis is going to check out this stone a little bit. DauT can't see these coming in. And now Lewis is going to find the TC. And he's going to come back here towards the gold. DauT has walled in these two villagers over here. DauT is on stone. He's on the way to Castle Age. He's definitely thinking organ guns. Now, the question is he also thinking forward castle? It's DauT. He has a ton of outposts set up. So it actually might be that. Is it needed? No. Defensive castle would be perfectly fine. It was exploring a little bit. Men-at-arms have decent line of sight. Remember, they got rid of tracking. And they just gave it for free. So, infantry actually have really good line of sight. And Lewis is going for a scout as well. So he's got multiple scouts here. Looks like he killed a villager from DauT, although I didn't see where that villager was killed at the end of the day. DauT is going for monastery. He notices there's just a severe lack of gold on this map, so monastery makes sense. And then walls over here as the scouts come in from Lewis. There's no way for Lewis to get in there and deny this castle, is there? Surely not. Surely there isn't a hole right here. I mean, there's a TC right there as well, so DauT can defend. And DauT's trying hard to keep this safe. Lewis still hasn't investigated the stone, even though there's a castle coming up. He's got free longsword upgrade now. Over here, blacksmith going up, so maybe he wants a siege workshop to counter the organ guns. DauT has more outposts behind the base from Lewis. Don't believe he has town watch yet. Actually, I think he did get it. He didn't get it. Never mind. And Lewis will be coming back this way with the scouts to potentially snipe this monk. Res collected ahead for Lewis, but the units better for DauT. I think this is a 3-1 Lewis. We'll see. Relic comes in for DauT. Gonna start some of that passive income. Going for another monk as well. And Lewis has to be careful not to engage with the scouts there, because the organ guns will do quite a bit of damage. And he might just lose those for free. But light cav is coming in. Long swords looping around this way. DauT's gonna collect potentially 2 more relics here. Still has villagers on the berries Lewis could potentially get with siege or whatever. Relics are so important on this map. There is just not a lot of gold. See, look, they've already collected like 1,300 gold. There's 3,300 gold left. That is nothing. Absolutely nothing. So if you can get the relics early, that is huge. Just don't see any other relics. He sees a relic here. And that's about it. He's going to start another push. He could also send some more onto stone, maybe. Or just remain on stone with these 5 and build up for another castle forward. He does see the siege workshop. Redemption would be clutch. And I think he's selling everything to get redemption now. 3, 2, 1. Bop. But the light cav are coming in. 1 villager goes down. 2 villagers go down now. Redemption's still 20 seconds away. Mangonel pushing forward. Mangonel's really good against organ guns. Really, really good against organ guns. DauT needs to pull that back. He's waiting for redemption. It's 8 seconds away. The light cav are trying to come in, but the castle is there to protect. And redemption is in now. He's charging up on the light cav. He switches over to the mangonel. He gets it immediately. He gets it immediately because he was charging up on the light cav before. So the mangonel goes over to DauT's side. Lewis at 50 population. DauT at 49. 43 vills for Lewis. He's got a second TC already with more farms coming up. Does not have any monks yet, though. Nothing to snag those relics. And DauT goes for a second TC now. I like Lewis killing all these outposts from DauT. Let's see if he can snag this relic over here. Lewis, of course, knows about that. Lewis has excellent scouting all around the map. Sanctity and Redemption is in, by the way, so... Trying to, you know, push these monks with your mangonels probably isn't going to work unless you have Devotion. And then you still have to get lucky. It's only one light cav here for Lewis. Second one now just added. And DauT will try and convert the stable and the siege workshop. He only has 2 monks forward, so... He gets 1 mangonel. Can he get a second one? Can he get a second one? No. Relic has been snagged, though. That's relic number 4 for DauT. So, DauT has a mangonel remaining. This one went down over here. He's got the organ guns. 10 of them. 3 monks. 46 vills. He should be in a fantastic position here. Lewis is stretching out for another gold. How much gold is left on the map? 2,500. We are about to be out of gold. Lewis needs to grab them relics. Ooh. Big shot from Lewis. Nice shot against the organ guns there. He got 3. Bloodlines upgrade is coming in. Lewis needs to find a way to stop these from being converted. Monks take a long, long time to convert buildings. DauT now switching over to the mangonels. So Lewis holds the stable and the siege workshop again. DauT is trying to force his hand here. The stable's probably the more important conversion target at this stage. He does get the siege workshop, though. He could go for a ram against that stable. I don't think that would be the worst play ever. The light cav is still a threat here. And DauT's trying to get another mangonel. He gets it. Loses a monk, but kills another mangonel. And Lewis has 57 villagers and nothing else. 57 vills in a dream. Good push from DauT. Really, really solid stuff from him. Got Redemption on time. Snagged the relics early. That's already 700 extra gold that he's gotten. And now he's building up for a castle. And even though it's DauT, I don't think he can put a DauT castle anywhere, right? Surely not. Where do you even put it if you're him? From his POV, this TC has been abandoned. He doesn't see these farms. That's only for us. So he's looking for a spot to put this castle. Is it just gonna be here? Where on earth do we go? If you're Lewis, you're like, oh, he's doing it. He's going for the DauT castle. Haha. Lewis has a mangonel. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, surely not. Oh, the villagers are blocking the mangonel. They're griefing it. Oh. Oh, so close. He almost got the foundation. He almost got it. He absolutely almost got it. DauT just lost all of his fucking mangonels. It doesn't have any Jesus, DauT. Why does he always find a way, dude? There we go. Okay, it's gonna go up. He'll be able to convert the mangonel. 1 light cav is coming out, though. This is concerning. If the organs can't kill that in time. And 60% on the castle. He should be fine. How much gold is left on the map? Let's check again. 1,600. Great TC over here, DauT. This is a real legitimate TC here, buddy. This might be one of the town centers of all time. Honestly. He doesn't know that the gold is gone. But this definitely might be one of the town centers of all time. Good boom behind as well from DauT. 72 vills. It's going to pull away from that. Lewis still has not gotten a relic. DauT is getting another relic. I think there's 3 remaining, right? There's one over here, which you definitely can't see. And then there's 2 at the back over here. Relic gold collected, 1,200. DauT almost has enough stone for another castle. And he's got a convenient group of 8 villagers just roaming around. Looking maybe for a castle spot. Light cav are coming after them. Lewis is going to run right into the army of organ guns. How many light cav to kill 16 organ guns? Depends. How many shots do the organ guns miss? Relic number 5. How much gold left on the map? 1,200. And most of that is within DauT's control. Lewis, Lewis is all in on this. This is the last remaining gold pile for Lewis. 426 on that. DauT goes for another castle here. This one's also risky. There's a Krepos protecting these mangonels from monks somewhat. Lewis is now going for fletching. He's found some villager kills over here, which is solid. And fletching is in. Bodcanero now coming in. It's a lot of gold, Lewis. DauT is desperately just trying to complete this castle. So Lewis wants to make this the type of game where gold doesn't matter, right? He wants to raid DauT, which he's doing really, really well, and DauT's not noticing. He wants to get to a point where his base is defended, and... Oh my god, DauT. Oh my god, DauT. Oh my god, DauT. Oh my god, DauT. Oh my god, DauT! He just lost everything! Oh no, dude! That's the most unnecessary castle of all time! Ah, the villager count is still in his favor. The resources are looking decent. Lewis is somehow gonna try and get up to Imp. He's been using the market a lot. The food price is still decent, though. The wood price is okay as well. So he could get a lot of gold from that. He's got 0 on gold now. It's 0 on gold, folks. 0. And now he's walling up this castle over here. Gotta be careful you don't give DauT villager conversions, though. He'll complete it. He'll finish it. He will. Okay, light cav at the back, still killing. They've killed a casual 12 villagers. And DauT just keeps sending his villagers back to work. Imperial Age is faster for Lewis. Remaining gold on the map, 115. We are about to be completely out of gold. We are about to be completely out of gold. I think the foxes may have the only remaining gold, to be honest. There's one. We've found a fox. Where are the other foxes? 1, 2, 78. Remaining gold, 78. That's it. Okay, DauT's coming forward for this castle again. He does convert the light cav, which can push back the mangonels here, maybe. Doesn't have any juice on his monk and can't quite finish that castle. He'd love to get it up. He'd love to get that castle up, but it's only got 900 HP left on it. Just build another one somewhere back here, I guess. Or better yet, build it in your eco. How much wood on this map? 111k left. Okay, so there's still plenty of wood for the time being. Lewis is going to really struggle to get all of his upgrades. He gets to Imperial Age, but he doesn't have a castle to make trebs. He doesn't have the gold to make trebs, even if he wanted to. Can't really afford his upgrades at all. He goes to Imp so he can get Wheelbarrow. DauT, on the other hand, 2,300 relic gold already. University now coming up from him. The Light Cav are roaming back around this way. DauT goes for another castle over here. Victoria is the play. Yeah, once you lock your base down, you just need walls around here or more castles or whatever. Bodkin arrow, ballistics would be great. He's going for chemistry. He's not doing anything to secure his base, but Lewis is going to really struggle to stop this push. Lewis has 2 relics. Lewis has 2 relics. And Lewis is killing more villagers from DauT. I mean, DauT is not looking great on gold either. He's had more relic gold for sure. But it still comes in quite slowly as he goes for the first Feitoria in the center of his eco. In between the 2 castles. Very, very nice. Okay, so the resources will be coming in faster now for DauT. More wood, more stone, more food, more gold. Maybe he can afford a treb. First Krepos is going down. Lewis did get the final armor upgrade for his light cav. Ballistics is now on the way for DauT. Would love to see Bodkin arrow as well. That's probably his plan. And he's just going to slowly expand with castles and then get Feitoria set up here as well. So he doesn't even need any villagers. It's probably the play. He doesn't need to have exposed villagers for raids. He'll just get Feitorias set up in this area. DauT is he actually read this map really well. Very early too. Why would you set it up there and not here? That doesn't matter. What's up, Dave in chat? What did I miss? This map has no resources. That's what you missed. Like fucking nothing. We're already out of gold. And Lewis will be looking at these Feitorias like, oh god, here we go. Here we go. He already sees 2 of them. Pikeman coming in for DauT. He knows the play is just going to be Hussar spam for Lewis. 57 on food for Lewis right now. He finally does have a castle. He's making some trebs. With all the gold he can scrounge together. $3,000 relic gold from DauT. Portuguese invested early, guys. The power of compound interest. Compound Feitoria. Compound relics. What a farm for DauT. That is a hell of a farm, isn't it? That is a great farm. Surely one of the farms of all time. He should start trading with the market from Lewis. What does a Feitoria cost to build? Isn't it like 250 wood, 250 gold, and like 250 stone? Or is it more stone? I don't know. 350 gold, 300 stone. I thought there was wood involved. There's no wood? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't build them very often. Oh my god! Big fight underneath the castle. Lewis sneaks forward with 3 trebs. He waited till he had 3. So he could surprise DauT and not give him any time to do anything about it. And Lewis takes out quite a bit of DauT's military. Also takes out the forward castle there. DauT is going into bombard cannons here. I'd love to see him go into the Halb tech. I think that's what he's saving for right now. Should be able to afford it soon. And Lewis will go for another castle here. DauT is just making bombard cannons forward. And Lewis is going to push the base. Lewis can easily win this game. DauT's a little lost in the sauce right now. Like, DauT's trying to get his Fatorias set up. He's trying to build bombard cannons forward here because he still feels like he needs to push, but now he needs to defend. And the more castles he loses, the more pop-capped he's going to be, or housed he's going to be, rather. Did lose some bombard cannons over on this side, too, but the light cav are going down from Lewis. Lewis is taking advantage of the amount of stone on this map. There wasn't a lot of gold, but there was a lot of stone, and now DauT's housed at 170. DauT, a solid chance of losing this game, even with all of the gold. His Fatorias are now going to be exposed. And he didn't do anything to really lock down his base over here other than a couple castles. He still had most of his units going forward. The upgrades on the halbs are not really in there, but Lewis is getting out of position with his trebs. He cannot afford to lose these trebs. These are very, very valuable to him. Very valuable. Another bomber cannon went down from DauT. And DauT is losing more halbs. How many bomber cannons does he have? Just one. Just one right here. That'll help against the trebs, though. Difficult for Bulgarians to deal with bombard cannons. Oh my god, that is the most annoying snipe of all time. Holy cow. The bombard cannon got killed on the very first shot from the treads from Lewis. That is so annoying. Holy cow. Bombard cannon's now working away on the trebs. Halb's also working away on the trebs. They don't really have any upgrades, but it's enough. They'll just flood halbs, and he'll take care of these, and he'll manage to save the castle. 163 population still for DauT because he's got the 2 Fatorias. The relic has been ejected over here. It was only 1 relic. And the castle from Lewis is going to go down. This castle from DauT is going down. Wood left on the map, 87k. DauT's going to be stuck in this little corner. If he gets another Faitoria set up, we could be here for a while. We could be here for quite a while. Because Lewis is going to have the run of the map. DauT just needs to go for, like, if he gets walls up here, feeds everything into his castles, and then just pushes out in one big ball, he's fine. If he doesn't get walls up, and he just sits here and keeps losing villagers over and over and over again, then it's a different story. .180 population for DauT. Bombard cannon trying to go after this treb. So important. Lewis keeps that alive. It's very expensive. DauT should wonder. That would be diabolical. That would be so diabolical if he wondered. He's going for a TC on the trees. Nice. Saves the bombard cannon over there. Lightcap's still in the back here. DauT stretching out for some wood over here. Lewis has excellent exploration. He knows everything that DauT is doing here. And he's just using the market. He's just using the market for gold. Long-term gold access, much better for DauT. It's not very efficient for Lewis to use the market. I'm looking for his right now. It's back here. But the food price is still good. And he's got 74 on food currently. Like, the food price is still really solid here for Lewis. He has to be careful, though, because he needs to keep light cav coming out. And if he keeps selling food, it's going to be difficult to keep the light cap spam and keep the gold coming in from selling food. Some crucial upgrades here missing for DauT, right? Like Bodkin Arrow, Bracer for your castle so they actually do something. Another unit that isn't Halb as well could be really, really solid. And he's second into light cab now. Siege Engineer is now coming in for Lewis. He's got a huge army here that DauT's going to try and need to kill. The horse is kind of griefing DauT there. Was blocking his bomber cannons a little bit. We have stirrups. No. Little expensive, maybe. Lewis comes in with the skirms. Gotta be careful with that one. The castle will not be saved here from DauT, and conscription doesn't come in either. And he's housed again. He loses his bombard cannons as well. Lewis, will he be able to get this last one? He doesn't. Barely alive, that bombard cannon. DauT at 182 pop out of 180. Bombard cannon still trying to kill the Trebs over here. DauT's still trying to save that. And the Fatoria is going to go down. The Fatoria is going to go down. DauT loses a Fatoria. Oh my goodness, Lewis. Lewis is pushing like crazy. DauT goes for another castle forward here. Lewis is doing a phenomenal job keeping his eye on the goal and pushing in. And DauT's about to lose the monastery with all the relics in it, too. I think DauT's cooked. GG. Wow. Like, just, wow. Holy cow. Well, that's why you can't give up map control, and that's why you got to wall your base and play the objective. DauT read that map really well early, and then late game he tried to push over here when he just needed to defend, right? Oh, thank you, Rebound. Appreciate it. Big City, thank you for the 6 months, dude. Welcome back. Is Lewis the only one to have won with Bulgarians? Really? Dang. Yeah, they can win by Relic with standard victory, yeah. They can win by Wonder as well. Okay, next map is going to be Huns for Lewis and Khitans for DauT. Dave, will you go to London? Not confirmed. Will you cast the whole set of Yos after? Yeah, they're going to be doing Rex, right? So I'll cast the Rex after that. So there's Yo and Capwatch, and then there's the other one as well. Tato Vinch. They should have asked you first. I haven't been contacted about it. Do 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 do. Will you be dabbling in some of fine London cuisine, such as beans on toast and spam in a can? Yeah. Mm. Mm. I like beans on toast with HP sauce. Nah, dude. Beans on toast would be good if they knew what sauce to use. Their standard sauce is trashed here. Need a good bean sauce, dude. All right. So we have Arabia here, I guess. We have Lewis playing as Huns, DauT playing as Khitans. I mean, two good civs. Two good civs to have on a map like this that is so open. They started with 2 extra scouts, so both players need to get loom right away. They also start with 2 fire lancers as well. Oh my good lord. Holy boar. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the key on this map right now is to keep your fire lancers together and not lose your fire lancers.
Series David versus Goliath. What will the next generation be?
Do not lose your fire lances early. When you have such a powerful unit in the early game, you cannot afford to fall behind on your opponent, because then they will absolutely destroy your Dark Age. So DauT's going to be running away from this wolf. He's going to fight this guy now and take him out easy. And Lewis has the right idea. Like, he's roaming around with both of these, and he's going to find the boars over here. Now, Huns versus Khitans, like, it's tough to know, man. Khitans should theoretically be better. The pasture eco is just insane, but Huns are Huns. Huns are Huns, as they say. Huns are, in fact, Huns. Great corner. Is this the same map? No. Resources on this map, 45k gold. So, a bit more than the previous one. There's pandas as well. Love to see it. So will Lewis come out for these boars, is the question. He saw them. He saw them. He's getting loom now. It was nice for him earlier to be Huns with the double Fire Lancer start. Not have to make houses. That was really, really good. And this is really, really bad for DauT. He's got to get away before that charge attack comes back for Lewis. And he does. But Lewis, because of the lack of food and because the Fire Lancers were out there, actually has to get loom. DauT has seen the Vil. Oh, man, DauT. He's seen the Vil. He's got to be wondering where that villager is going. He's got to be so confused as to why this Vil is out here. And Lewis, thank God he did get loom. He actually might be able to get back with this. Probably not. That charge attack is coming back quick. That charge attack is going to cook him right. Boom. Now. And maybe you shouldn't have gone out for the boars over here. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. Wait, do you not need a mill to build the pastures? You can just build them without a mill? Wow, dude, what? That's crazy. How much wood is on the straggler trees here? Not a ton, so DauT will need a lumber camp at some point for sure. He's found another villager, dude. He's got to be like, wait, what's going on here? And now he's running to these. They have their charge attack, so he's going to run away again, but he can still see the villager coming out here. DauT gets a charge attack as well. And DauT's got to really be wondering what's going on. Why Lewis is hard committing into that area. This is one of the mills of all time as well. Amazing mill, dude. So much food on these horses. So Lewis has 26 HP. There's also 2 fire lancers from DauT hanging around, and Lewis decides to pull in 2 boars. This is going to be a hell of a ride. And DauT will see that on the minimap. He's going to see the boars coming back. This is a hell of a ride here for Lewis. Uh-oh. Lewis. 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 DauT. -2 bills for Lewis. Not a great start. Now he's luring the boar back so he can get something. It's 414 food. Meanwhile, DauT is just sitting here with his pasture all perfectly comfortable. Runs into the wood line here. The fire lancers are weak from Lewis because of the boar. DauT will now find a villager kill over here. He's going to find another one over here. And you know what? At the end of the day, it's probably a better thing for DauT that he didn't find the boars. So he didn't even attempt to do any of this. I hope that 1 boar is worth it, Lewis. I really do, because DauT's on the way to feudal age. That's so funny, man. And DauT takes out 1 fire lancer. So they're at relatively low HP, but this is not a great start for Lewis. And DauT would just come right back to this lumber camp. Like, why not, dude? Just keep killing vills over there. Keep killing vills. Does DauT see any of these? Nope. Nope. And we don't even know if he saw the boars coming back on the minimap. I don't even know if he noticed that. He plays on a pretty low resolution, I think. Maybe he didn't see it. Feudal age somehow on the way for Lewis. I guess he didn't find this boar earlier. He didn't scout that because his fire lancers were forward.
You should have heard your mom last night. She sounded like my great aunt when I paid a surprise visit. She was like, oh!
Thank you, Thorben.
You can mouse over player icons and
That's right.
check boxes for more info.
Only if you're on PC, though. Can't do it if you're a TV watcher or a phone watcher. This has to be super frustrating if you're Lewis. It wasn't the... Okay, so it wasn't the Khitans that get the faster attacking fire lancers. I think that's the way, right? Big walls from DauT. He learned from last game. We need some walls. More pastures are coming up from him. Scouts are coming out. Double forging should affect the fire lancers, but not on their charge attack. And because these guys are so weak, DauT probably just wants to use the charge attack. He's going to try and idle these for as much as he can. There's a charge attack still there from Lewis. I don't know if the charge attack can miss. I'm assuming it can. So DauT's going to want to reset with his. Wait until that's back. The fire lancers being at the back here from Lewis, though, it's really kind of tough for him because he's going to have to like go for a tower here or something. I don't know. There's still quite a bit of food left from the horses. He couldn't find the boars early, but he did find this. And that was a good addition from Lewis. However, there's already going to be 5 pastures set up from DauT. And here come the scouts, and forging should be coming in soon because the blacksmith is going up. DauT kills that fire lancer. There's no fire lancer remaining for Lewis. And DauT will be coming over to the woodline. He's got a fire lancer here that should help against the scouts. He's got his own scouts, of course. He's waiting for forging. And more scouts. Lewis has 3 scouts of his own. DauT's going to hit the gold now. Forging is coming in. That'll be +2 for these. So it'll be a 7 attack unit. It'll also give +2 to the fire lancer. And the spearman might deal with it. Boom. Nope, never mind. All right, so Lewis has 6 scouts. DauT has 6 as well. Res collected is 600 ahead for DauT. Forging comes in, so his scouts are significantly better than Lewis's. The Fire Lancer finally goes down, but DauT kills another scout in the process. And his pasture eco is looking really good. He's got 9 pastures currently. Add another stable. I mean, just keep making scouts, dude. Screw it. Go for another one here. The resources should be flying in from DauT. He just goes for 2 more pastures. Yeah, this res is going to be insane. It really is. He's got the setup now. Lewis will go for archers. He'll go for a tower on the gold. Lewis is doing a good job just surviving at this stage, considering he's lost 4 villagers. DauT's killed 3 of them. The boar killed another one. He had a ton of idle time early as well. Not the greatest fights for him, though. Lewis is getting some value from that. Now, DauT could go for the armor. He could go for another stable. He could just make more pastures, I guess, and click up to Castle Age. I mean, the resources are flying in now. And he's going to find another villager. And he gets her. Only Katans, dude. Only Katans. And 3, 2, 1, bop. Castle Age on the way for DauT. Lewis's resources are actually looking okay, considering. Considering everything that's happened to him, actually looking decent. He's got 6 scouts. He's still defending his base. Probably feels pretty confident after the previous game. DauT is now walled in somewhat to Lewis's base, but Lewis is going to lose 2 more villagers over here, and this game is chalk, dude. This game is super chalk. I mean, there's no way back for Lewis from this, right? Spearmen go down. The scouts are still coming in here. They're looking for more kills. They're actually going to escape and get the armor, and DauT with the second stable is queuing up more scouts. He's going for a 3rd stable. If he just goes Step Lancers here on the back of this eco, 12 pastures, 1,400 extra res collected now. I mean, if he just goes Step Lancers, or even just Iron Casting, he doesn't even need to get the light cap upgrade. Just Iron Casting scout spam. And you're Gucci. Lewis quick walling. He's thinking about clicking up, but DauT's going to get there. And Lewis actually might call it once DauT gets there. He does have a decent amount of archers to combine with his scouts. And he hasn't invested overly much into Feudal Age here, so he will be up to Castle Age at a reasonable time. But you've lost 7 villagers, right? Lewis plays on. You saw what DauT did last game? He thinks there's a chance. DauT is getting Iron Casting, so it's going to be +4 cavalry. Husbandry and light cav is coming in. And a 2nd TC for DauT. Step Lancer's on the way out as well. He could just take this fight. He's going to kill everything. And then he runs in. Yeah, DauT's like, dude, there's no way you could stop me. I don't care about your TC. I don't care about your stupid little archers. I don't care about your scout army. Like, there's no way. I'll just fight underneath this. It doesn't matter. It's basically what he's saying. Lewis is saying, I'm going to hold on because I beat you last game. And I believe I can beat you again. But here come the Step Lancers. Light Cav are trying to get through. They're going to break through this wall. Lewis needs another villager to repair. So he's got 3 vills repairing this one. He's got 1 vill repairing this one. And Step Lancers are coming over, which can snipe the vills over the walls. The wood line is about to die from Lewis. DauT adds them to the ones attacking the wall, and the cavalry are through. The archers need to retreat, but this woodline should be dead. This woodline should be KO'd. More step lancers flying in here from DauT, just under the TCs, just killing villagers. Left, right, and center. 14 villagers lost for Lewis. And he plays on. He goes for a university. And DauT's like, whatever, there's not enough room in your town center for everyone. GG. I mean, that was slightly one-sided. And it's funny, too, because it was really only one-sided because Lewis found the boars. And he tried to take advantage of his better scouting. It turned out it was better for DauT that he didn't see any of this at all. It's better he didn't see any of this. Lewis lost to better scouting, yep. He got distracted by the boars. He got too lost in the sauce. Lewis lost a villager on the boar. Well, he lost another villager before that going for the boars. Then he lost a villager to the boar. And then he lost villagers on the woodline as well. Because he lost HP on his fire lancer from the boar. And he couldn't fight DauT. So the whole boar thing wasn't great for him. Is milk a sauce? No. Milk is it's a juice. All right. Next game coming up, Koreans versus Spanish. Maybe we get a map with a lot of stone on it. Milk is a juice, dude. You guys don't agree? Cow juice. Yeah, exactly. Milk is just squeezed grass. On point as always, Lars. Absolutely based. Humans can produce milk as well. Thank you, Chemical. Oh. Oh. The double. The double. We've got a fence wall behind. Tristan would be so terrified of this map. And then a sea wall forward. Now, this fence wall is... It's just theoretical. It's 1 HP on each one of these fences. The palisade gates are full HP, but it's 1 HP on each one of those. Koreans for Lewis. DauT playing as the Spanish. And it's really, really an interesting map here. Let's check the food count first. Wild boar 481, 160, both good. Got to be careful with your flaming camel. You don't want it to explode a boar. And then we have a decent amount of berries here. Chickens have 77 and 43, so not a lot of food there. And then at the back, we got some extra horses, I guess. Interesting the way the gates have set up, eh? Lewis's walls are on the other side of DauT's wall. So, like, I don't know. It's really weird. Gold at the back, 492. This gold, 1,200. This one, 593. We have gold over here, 492 as well with a relic. Don't jump! Don't do it! Don't do it! He did it. And a lot on the stone. A lot on the stone. 489k wood. 44.4k gold. Gotta save that, dude, from the wildlife. You don't want your camel exploding prematurely. And then 25k stone. What time will the finals be on the 19th? The finals will likely be after the third place match. So we'll be talking about that and figuring out the schedule. The third place match will probably be at like 14 GMT maybe. That's a best of 7. There's a whole slew of wildlife coming after this camel over here. How much do the hares have? 87? Pretty good. Some hares over here for Lewis as well. Obviously, you want to take care of the wildlife before you go out there for the hares. That'd be quite nice. Okay, so Spanish, Koreans. I think castle conch strategy for Spanish could be okay. But with the amount of stone on this map, I mean, if the Korean player just goes into towers to defend that, the Spanish player could be in trouble. So we'll see what DauT wants to go for here. You do feel kind of secure behind these 2 layers. But then you realize that your walls are forward and you can't really go repair them. So if Lewis breaks down this gate, then Lewis has a gate into your base and he's still fully walled. And you only have fences in between you and whatever else is happening over there. Oh my god, DauT opened the gate here. You almost want to... That's almost good for him. Like, you want to lure these into the town center so you can go get those safely. Relics on this map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pretty decent amount. Pretty good amount. And DauT is on the way to feudal age. So what's the play here for DauT? It's just a feudal boom? I don't know. Lewis also on the way to feudal age. Lewis sending villagers forward. It's going to be a barracks. It might be some sort of men-at-arms tower push, potentially. You can see he's already got the mining camp set up. His food eco is really not great. Hasn't gone out to the hares at all. Hasn't gone out to the berries yet. So if he wants to go for that, it's going to be rough. I think he'll probably just go for a tower rush, though. Try and get some towers up on this middle hill. Seems like an important area, right? DauT's food eco looking a lot better than Lewis's. Lewis's food eco is 3 villagers on these chickens, and the chickens are about to be fully eaten. So, Lewis comes through here. Right through the fence. We got the flaming camels exploding against each other. Unfortunate. They can't kill villagers even without Loom. Maybe with a downhill hit they could kill him. It's going to be skirms in defense from DauT. Defenses are theoretical. 1 HP on them. T90 would have attacked the gate. And now Lewis is going for a tower here. You're going for a tower against Spanish, eh? Interesting. DauT could have gone for a counter tower right there. And with his build speed, he would have got the tower up first. He's deleting the gate, and he's going for a tower in the center here with 4 villagers. I guess the skirmishers are coming out to help against these villas and to delay them a little bit. So his tower should go up. But so will Lewis's. This is not a bad position for DauT if he gets the tower up without taking significant damage. And there we go. The tower is completed. Now he's got the one on the hill, cutting off the production from Lewis, almost sniping an archer, and getting really, really good damage on the villagers over here from Lewis as well. So DauT's going to lose a vill, but Lewis loses a lot of HP on those vills, and this tower needs to start firing at something. I don't know why it's not. There we go. It's going after the villagers again. More villagers coming out from Lewis. DauT needs to send more. DauT needs to send more himself. He's still got the skirms here. He's fighting back those vills on that side. And he should be able to kill one with that tower fire. No, does not get it. Wow. Dude, if DauT can sneak through this gate and just add one more wall here, Lewis would be in a really bad spot. But Lewis has to open the gate for him first. Lewis is now walling up this tower from DauT. DauT's got the tower fire. He's got the skirmishers. He kills a villager now from Lewis. He's attacking Lewis's tower. It's so tough to know which way this fight is going to turn out, but Lewis just lost another villager. DauT garrison's just on time. Getting the tower involved as well. That tower on the hill is so nice. And he's killing more villagers. And now he's going to kill the archer from Lewis with his own tower. And that tower is going to go down from Lewis. Nice job from DauT. What a play from DauT to put the tower behind on the hill. And it's 3 villager kills for DauT. Only 1 for Lewis. And now Lewis's range is being walled up. If those archers come out, there's going to be the tower and the skirmisher attacking them. And... Lewis just walks around that guy who was standing completely still. Res collected, ahead for DauT currently. He managed to get his wood upgrade. He actually had a food eco. You can see Lewis with a little bit of extra idle TC as well. Lewis is now coming out for these hares. DauT doesn't want to mess around with that. There's some problems over there near the bunnies. This is why DauT has never lost a game in his entire career. True. I don't think we've ever seen it. This number's not real. Market goes up for Lewis. He's still on stone. His archer range has been walled in, so if he wants to make more archers, well, he's going to have to make another one, and there's a tower. Tower to lock down this area. He could unlock his archer range again. He's going to repair the gate. Remember, there's a way through for Lewis because he battered it down before. There's no way through for DauT here yet. He needs to get rid of that gate. Still, a decent amount of skirms here for DauT to defend. Once had my grandfather tell me he witnessed DauT losing when he was young. But it might be, he might be a bit senile. Who? Your grandfather or DauT? Okay, so DauT is coming out for these things. Lewis is still on those. Res collected still ahead for DauT. Goes out to the gold. Could take this fox as well for some extra gold. That could be nice. And I don't really see if there's any opportunity for Lewis to push. The tower is okay because it protects this area somewhat. And it protects the front of your base from like a really YOLO type of castle drop. The skirms are now in from DauT. And Lewis, he got baited by the fences, guys. He absolutely got baited by the fences. Fletching is now in for these skirms. He was under the mistaken notion that these fences acted as some sort of legitimate wall. DauT, there's DauT. Do we just don't see that? Neither does Lewis, I guess. There we go. He snipes the weak one. Remember T90? Everyone remembers T90. The fence incident of 2024. Within a game of the canoe incident of 2024 as well. Not as good as the canoe incident? Yeah. Oh my god, DauT is doing so much damage with just skirms, guys. DauT's playing well. Lewis wanted to try and click up to Castle Age, but now he needs to go scouts with Koreans. He needs to go Korean scouts. He's managed to wall in the skirms, which is fine, but these skirms got way more value than they ever should have, honestly. DauT just needs to make sure he's secure behind all of this. And he's going to click up to Castle Age. You can see he's also sending villagers to stone. Lewis will re-wall this so the spearman can't join, and Lewis is going to kill all of the skirmishers, and he's going to click up to Castle Age as well. So Lewis has done a really solid job. DauT can't fall for the fence trick as well. The scouts are going to be coming back through there, although there's only 2 of them. Does it say on the fence it only has 1 HP? Yes, it does. Yeah, everyone knows that the fences are junk. Like, you're better off just shift deleting the fences at the beginning of the game. DauT has a lot of idle TC. He does. He does have a lot of idle TC. It would be so like DauT right now to just shift delete all the fences. Just to take it out of his mind. Oh, there's weak fills here. And Lewis isn't going to miss that. He's going to see that all day. Doink. There's a weak fill over here too. And there's some weak ones over here. Yeah, he sees it. Doink. DauT is just not super good at monitoring villager HP. I don't know if he has hover over or static HP bars or what, but... Or like vanilla HP bars, where you actually have to click each unit. I don't know. Another villager. Damn, dude. These scouts have 12 kills. 3 villager kills, and then, of course... the skirms. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Here it comes. DauT is 649 stone. Oh, for fuck's sakes. He just bought 100 stone. He just bought 100 stone! Because he couldn't be fucked to come back here and collect 1 more. Oh my god. That is value right there, folks. That is value. And the tower was canceled there from Lewis. The castle's still going up. DauT is still in a good position. He's killed the scouts now. He can take out this tower. He can take out the archer range. He can go for some conks. And Lewis might be in trouble. And DauT can also go for some monks to collect the relics, right? You can see 1 relic here, another one here, another one here, another one here. Like, I think Monastery should probably be your next play. And there we go. Monastery for DauT. On the other side, Lewis going for a castle. He's gone for a couple knights as well. And he makes some monks as well. Less for the relics and probably more for conquistadors. The castle means that his eco is going to be pretty bare bones, though. He's floating a lot of food right now. But he's going to have to sell some of that to get gold to make war wagons and monks. Who wins war wagons versus conks? Like, usually conks just because you can micro, right? More maneuverable. If the wagons have ballistics, though, then we're having a bit of a rougher time if you're the conquistador player. But conks are usually just better. Okay, monks already coming out from DauT. Trying to snag these relics. Monks are coming to the back of the wood line. They're going to find some villager kills. There's one. And this is the problem with the wagons against conquistadors. Like, that's the issue. Lewis's monk, a little bit out of range. But DauT snipes it down anyway. I love how they're playing as if, like, Lewis pulled that back as if this fence is going to do anything to protect that monk. And DauT will just come in here. He's going to take down one of the wagons. He's going to take down another monk. Lewis isn't getting the conversions he wants, and he calls it GG. Wow. DauT up 2-1 very quickly after that first game that we felt like he probably should have won. And this game was all about that tower behind. Like, Koreans aren't a terrible Civ matchup here. I think some people would actually prefer Koreans in this situation because you can tower up, you can take it late game. And the Korean late game actually feels quite good if there's a lot of stone on the map. But DauT's tower behind the tower from Lewis forced out all sorts of weird decisions from Lewis. He had to try and funnel villagers in through that one tile gap to get there. He shut down the archer range as well. It was just a good decision to come in behind that. All right, so DauT's up 2-1. 3k res collected ahead. Lewis took a lot of damage. Also, Lewis not house walling out those skirms. I mean, even if he did, there was a bazillion areas he needed to wall because of the fence, right? But like not doing anything about those skirms was pretty rough. Spec dashboard is offline. Happy leaves! Happy leaves! Oh no. All right, so I gotta try and find this normally. Can you explain why all the top players never wall preemptively? Because they're busy with other shit, dude. Why don't you wall preemptively? A lot of times they do, right? Like most of the time they do, and then you only notice it when they don't. All right, it's back up. Yep, they're still in the game room, and they've started. And we have DauT playing as Spanish again. Lewis is not going to like this. DauT gets Spanish again, but Lewis gets Teutons this time around. Remember, they still have Rees. Both players still have Rees. Teutons surely have it rough against Spanish. If it's a walled map, they're not so bad. They can go monks. Right? Like if it's arena and it's Spanish for Teutons, you don't feel too bad playing Teutons. It's like okay. The last map was walled. The last map was fenced. The last map was fenced, dude. I don't know about that. There was some seawalls, which are basically palisades. Tato will be live or Rex? I don't know. Yo, Pantless, thank you for the 51. I don't know if I already thanked you, but thank you. All right. What do we... Oh, for fuck's cock, dude. Oh, this is fine. This is fine. Microsoft they did get back to us, and they said it's just randomly generated maps, right? So we don't really care about the symbolism. We might have like overreacted just a little bit. So we don't have to restore for that. It's nightmare. It doesn't look like it unless you're looking for it anyway. Whatever. DauT playing as Spanish. Lewis playing as Teutons. And they start with a capped ram and a fire galley as well. Christ, Andy must be molding. Yeah, I mean, it was just a really... I don't even want to get into it, dude. It was so dumb. So there's a lot of fish here. Like 360 on this. Looks like Bluetooth. It does. You know what? It's Bluetooth. That's fine. It doesn't even, if you look at the mini map, it doesn't even look like it. It doesn't even look like it. All right, so the Captaram is a really poor scout. Has limited line of sight, right? And then, of course, you get chickens to help you scout, which is just, they can see nothing. And the Captaram is also very slow. But the Captaram, you can garrison... You can garrison infantry in there, or villagers, and wander around, or archers maybe. We saw Tato doing that up against ACCM. As the villager is here from DauT, Lewis will pull away. Both players are going to be repairing their fire galley. That kind of hurts their eco early. You don't have a lot of wood eco at the moment. You want to go for a dock, right? So repairing that is really not that great. And they're back at it again. Damn. How much was on the straggler trees? I think they could have made... You could make an argument for not going for a lumber camp here. It's probably not great long term, but early on, there was a lot of wood on those straggler trees you could have just taken. Also, there's a lot of food on the ibex around here. We got 819 food. Lewis now coming over here with another villager. I think he is distracted with this repairing thing. So that villager was actually going to where the boar waypoint was set. But now he's making a barracks. So Lewis is going to try and take advantage of the Captaram. He's going to go for some militia to garrison into that early. Other areas of the map, we can see a nice little glade up here with some resources on it. We've got scattered boars around, not too much food on them. Some foxes and whatever. That's fine. Some gold, some berries, some stone. Looks like there's plenty of relics here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 relics on this map. As DauT goes for his first stock. Lewis will go for the barracks instead. So very different approach, right? Lewis trying to take advantage of this capped ram. DauT trying to take advantage of the fish. And it's all about how quickly DauT can find that capped ram. It does not help that his capped ram is literally on a fucking journey right now. National Lampoon's Ram Vacation up here in the north. This guy will take 15 years to get back to DauT's base. It's almost better to just send him around to Lewis's base over here. If he knows about it. If he finds out about it. He could kill some houses or something. DauT is going to be caught by surprise by this. The ram's going to come in this way. It's got a villager. It's got 3 militia. This is going to be tough for DauT. He will have the fishing ships, which is great. But Lewis actually might be going to kill the dock. He might be going over here and targeting the dock. He is. He's going to target the dock. DauT can see the ram. And now the militia pop out. And DauT might not have any fish here to really do anything with. That villager goes down. Still no loom for DauT. And the dock's going to go down. So there's going to be nowhere for these fish to collect resources to. Really, really nice approach there from Lewis. Feudal Age is on the way for DauT. This fire galley going to be repaired again for Lewis. DauT needs to run. Can't save the dock. Won't be able to kill the ram in time. Militia constantly popping out. Villager popping out as well. DauT repairing with more. He can get this fire activated against the vills and the militia, which shouldn't be that bad. As he goes for another dock. What a stupid opening here. Oh, look! Clark Griswold! Clark Ramwald coming in hot, dude. And the villager goes down, so they both lost a vill. I hope you don't mind houses. And Lewis will hard commit for this ram. He wants to kill this ram. No, kills the house. And he goes after the other house. He might get 2 of them. I think he's going to get 2 of them. Militia losing some HP. This fire's done a lot of damage. It's done 500 damage. And DauT is now in feudal age. And Lewis is not close. Lewis is not close. Oh, never mind. He had 1 million vills in the queue, I guess. 340 food now. Queues up a couple more. Still chasing the ram. DauT didn't manage to get that house at all. He's repairing his ram, too. He's gone for a dock over here, which DauT will be looking for. And Lewis has lost his fire galley. So Lewis can't really go for fishing ships over on this side. DauT will probably want to add a couple extra fish while he can, as his ram goes down. And then into some navy, most likely. Good morning, Lawler. Hello. DauT goes for a barracks. Now it's Lewis's turn to kill a house. Res collected is still ahead for DauT. That barracks could go down as soon as it goes up, though. He's got to be careful. DauT really needs some other military. Even just a couple spearmen could be huge. Just anything, really. Oh, don't start building the stable within sight of that ram. Okay. Lewis sees it, but it's being built with 5 villagers. Still a target. But not super easy to completely clear. Let's see what he can do. DauT just repairing this. Scouts are coming out. Spearmen are on the way as well. Those could help against the militia because the militia are weak. They could help against the ram as well. Just anything to push this back is fine. Fire galley's still working away on the dock, but feudal age is in now for Lewis, and Lewis will go for the market. Is he trying to go fast castle here? He's going for a stable as well. Man-at-Arms upgrade would be very annoying for DauT, but I think Lewis is afraid of going for that. It's a big investment in resources, and the militia, I mean, they don't have great HP anyway, and now he's down to 2. So probably not. Probably just FC. Or relatively fast castle. And yeah, he sells the stone. Goes for that. Did DauT see the market? DauT did not see the market from Lewis. He's investing into an archer range. This is a risk from Lewis. He sold his stone so he can't tower. Doesn't have any fish. Doesn't really have a lot of defenses here against any feudal pressure DauT wants to go for. But if he can get to Castle Age and start a push on land, DauT might be in trouble. Red Phosphor Teutonic Knights. He sold his stone, brother. I don't think that's going to happen. Wood upgrade wasn't even in for Lewis. Like, he just gets that now. It's a rough position for him. DauT will see not a lot of military. It's going to see a lot of villagers on gold as well. That amount of vills on gold with no navy and no archer range to speak of, and then you're going to see the market. Like, you know what's up. You know what's up completely. Yeah, he sees the market. Fire galleys now coming out from Lewis. DauT will see the flag. So he's going to try and save his fish. There's not a ton of food available, but there's enough to fight for it. And it's really helped DauT so far to have those fishing ships as well. Well, I mean, to be fair, Leo, this is a map where you could ignore water, right? You start with a fire galley, both players, so your fish are going to be constantly harassed. You start with a capped ram, so you can garrison the infantry in. He's going back on water now that it makes sense in Castle Age. Some knights coming out from Lewis. Fletching on the way for DauT, for his archers. So he's going to try and do damage with this army. Try and force all the early army from Lewis to engage against this and not go to his base. And now he's going for a tower? It's It's going for a tower to shut down the farms. But the stable is right here. The knights can come out. There's a couple spearmen coming forward from DauT. This tower could be really nice if it goes up, and that's an amazing call out if he realized that Lewis sold his stone. Does DauT have a market? He doesn't, so he couldn't have looked at the prices or anything. But if you assume that Lewis sold his stone, then you can go for a tower here. You can shut down the farming eco from him, and then eventually you can go for a tower over here, and Lewis won't be able to counter tower you. The ram is still freaking alive. That's crazy. Villagers now roaming in here from Lewis. DauT's trying to take out the spearman. Can't quite click it. It's a big old clusterfuck in the center here. And DauT is on the run. But has he bought himself enough time? I think he has. And now he's going to kill some more villagers from Lewis. There's another villager down. Will he be able to take another one? Probably not. The ram is here to deal with the tower. And DauT will lose 4 vills. He's sending more spearmen forward, though. He's running with the villagers. Maybe he can get some knights. Lewis at 4 knights currently. The eco is not looking great for him. He has cleared up the fish from DauT, and he's killed 2 more villagers with a fire over here. Oh, my God. So Lewis has got some really good damage. The armor is in for the spears. The knights are going down. And the ram needs to run. DauT, you need a market, buddy. You need a market, man. Eco KD is 9-2 in favor of Lewis. Doesn't feel like it right now with DauT having more villagers. But a lot of those were fishing ships as well. We just need a market, and there's the market right there for DauT. And he goes up. So he will want to get into a castle. He's already gotten the armor for the spearmen, and I'd love to see him just constantly producing spearmen here. He also has villagers back here that Lewis knows are still back there, and Lewis needs to track. He's got the scorpion trying to take care of those. Okay, DauT expects Lewis to hit him over here. Lewis is actually going to loop around and hit him over here. And he'll see the knights coming in. He could wall up this area. He could pull these back to the TC. Stable is being hit. DauT not paying attention. He's busy up here. He's trying to get vills. He finally notices, and he goes for the quick walls behind. One scout coming out from him as well. He's still harassing with this army. Still being kind of annoying with this army, but the scorpion is there. Don't tell me you're going to try and drop a castle with 3 vills forward, brother. Please. Stop. Get some help. He did manage to save those, though. I didn't think those were going to be saved at all. Those were the ones that were running from the tower. And they went all the way back here. Now DauT's on the woodline again with more archers. Let's go. What a good push from him. Just being so annoying. Every single time Lewis thinks he's put out the fires and he's going to damage DauT, DauT is back again with something else. He'll probably go for a castle up here to secure the gold. Spanish villagers, even against 2 scorpions and all these knights. I think scorpions have to deal with the spearmen first, right? The castle's going to go up, and at the back here, DauT finally does lose this army. But he managed to get some good eco kills. Lewis is going to get a couple good ones himself. But now the castle is up, the scorpions will go down, and the conquistadors will start coming out. And DauT will likely add a monastery as well. And there's a couple relics really close to him. He can see one of them. Might be able to scout these ones or this one as well. Okay. Does DauT have Town Watch? Don't think he does. He does not. Lewis doesn't either. Lewis is getting Sanctity. And he could find some good kills if he loops around this way. The ram is still working away on the houses over here, but houses aren't really a problem for DauT anymore. As he gets husbandry. When can he afford a monastery? Not now, because auto farm is on. Freaking auto farm. just misses the relic too. Unfortunate. Just missing this one as well. Okay. So Lewis will go for monks up against the conchs. He does have a dock here, so he can potentially start fishing. There's a little bit of food there he can take advantage of. Second town center as well for both of them. And Lewis's monk micro is really solid, so we'll see how he can defend against the conchs. Conchs coming in now. They do have sanctity. It's going to be 4 of them. That's not a fight that DauT can take. We know DauT loves devotion. We'll see how early he gets it, but he needs to run away from this one. And yeah, Lewis is going to back away from that. Knights are coming back here, but the conquistadors are still there for DauT. And 3 conchs should be more than enough to deal with these knights. Yeah, nice play there. Still missing the relic. Hilarious. I think Lewis will lead him right to this one, though. Yeah. So that's the second relic. Then you can see one right here. Still no monastery, which is interesting. Third town center now for Lewis. So this game is going a lot later than I imagined it would, which is fine. 6 monks for Lewis. He's going out to stone. If he gets a forward castle position with his monk micro and he manages to pull off like a faster Imperial Age than DauT, DauT could be in big trouble. Big trouble here. See how quickly he targeted those 4. He finds another relic. Yeah, we need devotion. We need devotion. We also need monks for relics. There's a lot of monks here from Lewis. You could go Inquisition as well with like Atonement to try and fight that off. The conchs have gone all the way around here. And DauT doesn't see the walls happening. He will be attacking that house, though, letting Lewis know that the conchs are here, and Lewis will need to bring some monks over. That's a couple villager kills, though. More than a couple. 3. 4. Meanwhile, over here, Lewis can't get any conversions. 5. 6. 7. Damn. And now finally the monks are coming out from DauT. He's already gotten 1 relic. Still hasn't seen this one. He's got pretty good vision on the map. And Lewis has 1 conquistador. That's a pretty good, all things considered, if you factor in the villagers, that's a pretty good trade for DauT, right? He killed a lot of villas there. Devotion. Loves that tech, and he's found the relic. He's found it! Some nifty farming eco back there. He snagged this one. Still only 1 monk for him. Because he's busy getting devotion right now. Both players' food eco looking okay. Both of them adding in some more farms here. So DauT's going to be sitting at about 26, 27 farms. Lewis about the same once he's done with these ones. Res collected is a little bit ahead for DauT. And he adds the 4 TC. So we're going late. We're going late here. If DauT can keep the... There... Okay. There's just simply a hole. If DauT can keep this an open game and secure this top side somehow, then he's okay. If Lewis can take this area and just force DauT to fight in this one little section in the corner, then Lewis should have the advantage. With the current composition he's going for, and probably a faster imp, and probably a castle up on the hill as well. DauT is spending a lot of food on conchs. That's food that isn't being saved up for Imperial Age. But this Conquistador army is tough to beat. It's tough to stop. He's going to grab his 3rd relic now. Cannon Galleon Grief coming. Cannon Galleons could be good, but monks are very, very solid against that. So we'll see. Spanish Cannon Galleons do perform better against monks than normal ones, though.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Adzuck. Must have forgotten to renew the Prime sub.
KGH. Ads do suck, dude. Thank you for the resub, brother. Did that conch just out of the TC? It did. Dang. That was Lewis's only conquistador. Petard is coming out from DauT. So DauT wants to petard through into Lewis's base and make things hectic. If he's still pushing here, he can hold this first castle from Lewis back. Lewis is going for a transport ship. Is he going to transport ship a castle over here? That would be insanity. DauT's going to go for a forward castle here. Yes, he is. And he's going to bring the monks, too. He's bringing the holy men as well. But DauT's going to be through.
Outside, take my prime.
Oh, and he puts them back on land. He pulls the monks back this way. I mean, Lewis wants a castle over here, right? Surely he wants one in defense. Never mind. The villagers are still going forward for Lewis. The light cap now coming in for DauT. He takes out one monk. He takes out maybe another one. Look like 2 monks went down there. Castle is going up for DauT, being denied currently by a town center. But there's another castle here from Lewis. How quickly does DauT see that? He doesn't see it! He doesn't have town watch. He doesn't see it. Lewis will have a castle up in the middle of DauT's base. And DauT is going to be so confused. And this castle might be denied. It's not going to be. That castle's going up. DauT. There is confusion now from DauT on how Lewis gets this castle up. And that's one of the castles you don't notice for a very long time. Until it's killed half of your economy. Because why would you ever look there? He pulls the villagers away now. Trebuchet is coming out from Lewis. Meanwhile, at the back, we've got conquistadors still roaming around, still killing. Imperial Age on the way for DauT. And at the end of the day, this castle is hilarious. That's also the MTC, which would be an excellent Is he going after? He's going after that TC. Oh, no fucking way, dude. DauT! DauT's like, no! And now Lewis is going to see that and he's going to be like, hang on a second. Why is he repairing with everything? By the way, conks, monks. There's a lot of conks now for Lewis. That's how that one turned out. DauT is going for more town centers up here. DauT has 0 on gold right now because he's using his gold villagers to try and repair that town center. He's going up to gold up here. He's going to try and take that. He has killed a lot from Lewis as well. Eco KD 26-26. Imperial Age is going to come in. Can Lewis get a second Treb out? DauT's not going to run out of resources. He's going to get to Imp. Now he's back on gold again. You know, Sapper's Supremacy would not be the worst opening here from DauT. That's all I'm going to say. Like, Lewis doesn't really have anything. It's very expensive, though. Supremacy would be 400, 250, and then Sappers would be 200, 400. It's a Teuton's castle, though. It is Teuton's. He does have murder holes, to be fair. But, I mean... yeah. That might have been a throw. Alright, so there's more conks, more light cab. Lewis staying near his town center, the light cab. Once the Treb's out, it can take care of that. DauT is expanding up here, and DauT's found an area with stone up here, but Lewis is going to go double tower to protect the gold. He needed that gold. Lewis is running out back here. Both players actually kind of need that gold because Lewis has cut off these 2 golds from DauT. So DauT will be forced to come over here and TC this 1 tile gold. It does have 1,000 on it. Supremacy now on the way for DauT. And he'll garrison those in the castle. Okay, so 120 vills for DauT. 97 villagers for Lewis. Still hasn't noticed this. Can go for a castle up here to shut all of this down and take control of that gold. How much gold is actually left on the map? There's 13k. 13k gold left on the map. Conquistadors come in. Monks. Well, the monks are no longer there. The monks are all dead. TC is going down. Who's winning this? I think it's DauT, guys. I think it has to be. Like, Lewis doesn't have anything. He's got some trebs. And that's it. How does Lewis stop this, is the question. How does Lewis stop once DauT actually pays attention to this area? How does he stop a castle up here from denying all of his gold income? How does he stop the Sapper Supremacy bills? Murder Holes is in for Lewis, which is great, I guess. Except DauT literally has no... Those towers just melted. Oh my goodness. And now a castle here for DauT. And Lewis will pack up this trap and go a little bit further away. Still within range of the castle, but a little further away. Now DauT is chasing and fighting Teutonic Knights with Supremacy Vills. He's got 138. He still has some conks as well, so the conks are going to come over and deal with this. The castle did take some damage, and I see villager bodies, so I wonder if he tried to rush that down. Lewis will come over with more villagers. There's still a lot of gold here to be taken. 3,600. And he's going to need to take it because he's been pushed off of this gold. Yeah, DauT effectively has 146 military at the moment. Plus the 20 conks and trebs and 2 light cap. I'd love to see cannon galleons from him. He's getting chemistry. Cannon galleons would just finish everything. But here come the conks. Murder Holes is great, I suppose, but we have villagers to back them up. DauT's going to kill a lot of vills here from Lewis. He's trying to take out the trebs. He's going to lose all of his conquistadors against that castle, but the trebs will fall to the villagers. And this treb does go down with that last shot from these guys. As DauT now runs away with these vills again. Lewis still having villagers forward. Still having enough stone for a castle. If he wants the castle drop somewhere else. He's gone for archer ranges. He's trying to make hand cannons, but he doesn't have any gold. He's all out. This was the big neutral gold, right? That was the big boy. And they needed to fight over that. He went for 2 towers, but towers weren't enough. Castle might have been enough. 165 vills for DauT. He's going to start yeeting villagers soon. He's got so many. He's just going to start sending them soon. Lewis has 88. Lewis is loading up hand cannons. He's bringing them over here, potentially. Maybe over here to support the push. Supremacy villagers countered by Teutonic Knights. Even without any upgrades. They're not doing great against those, for sure. Come on, DauT. Just send 50 vills. Drag select, baby. Send them in. What a weird game. Now we're going to have a castle over here and a castle over here. This is such a weird position for Lewis to have. The fact he has to transport stuff over to support this position in the middle of DauT's eco. And at any point, DauT could just drag select all of this and clear that. With the horde. He could absolutely just send the horde. I don't care about murder holes, Teuton castles, whatever. He could send it all. DauT is going to lose this? You think so? You really think so? With 51 on food? It'd be something if he did. I really don't think he does though. Also, there's gonna be 3 relics here from Lewis. If DauT ever kills that monastery, he's working on it now. Hussar coming in for DauT. And he can just yeet those against the hand cannons and clear them up. Lewis, very low on gold supply. Still has a ton of stone, though. DauT is building up the Hussars. It feels like he's going to send villagers and Hussars against this castle. He's got a bombard cannon as well. And Crenellations is not in for Lewis. DauT still has plenty of gold access, and he's kicking Lewis off of his only gold, which is DauT's gold. What are we doing, Vils? No ballistics for Lewis is going to hurt. Those Vils are going somewhere. Alright, the relics have popped out. DauT goes for monastery. Stables up here as well. So the raids will be coming in from this side. So Lewis is going to need to deal with this. Hussar's killing all the hand cannons. Another bombard cannon sniped by a trebuchet. That castle has 16 kills, and Lewis is desperately trying to hold on to it. Lewis had a great run to get into the main event, right? He beat Jordan. We swept Jordan, and then he swept Nikov as well. But now you've got the big old panda here. And despite maybe throwing the first game, DauT is locked in. I don't think DauT remembers he can just make cannon galleons and win instantly. I mean, he could just villager rush and win instantly as well. He can do a lot of things. But I mean, playing into Hussar isn't bad, right? Getting your eco set up isn't bad. It's just slower. Holy overboom. He's pop capped now. What does he do with the Vils? Please don't delete him. Just send him in. Cannon Galleon. If I were Lewis, I wouldn't do this. I would not do this Cannon Galleon because that reminds DauT that Cannon Galleons are a possibility. Lewis does not... Oh, he does have a TC. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Couldn't see it on the mini-map, but he's 1 TC gaming at the moment. If he loses Vils, he can't really replace them. He's trying to push over on this side. But DauT is coming in with the Hussar. He's going to kill all the Vils. Lewis will have no villagers on gold. Lewis is going to fall under 100 population. Come on, DauT. Just send the boys and girls. Send everybody. We want to see the villager rush. I mean, Lewis did win the first game, right? Where he was in a really rough position. So he fights on here. He believes. Treb goes down. Another castle for DauT. And from Lewis's POV, from his fog of war, I mean, this is just brutal. Oh my God. Oh God. That's all that remains from the castle forward attempt. Oh boy. Oh jeez, there's nothing left here. Absolutely nothing left. I don't know what the game plan is from Lewis. DauT is now going into cannon galleons, finally. Lewis is at 67 pop. He's at 67 pop. But he's still gaming. He's locked in, guys. He's absolutely locked in. And DauT goes for fires? No. Don't go for fires. It's anyone's game? Yeah. Where's the Lewis is gonna win, guy. Where is he? Dude, Lewis. Everything Lewis owns is on this screen right now. Absolutely every unit he owns is either in the castle, outside the castle, or in the TC. GGWPO. Maybe that means good game, well played, old. Maybe he called him old. And Lewis goes down, and what a comeback from DauT. Did anyone have that on their bingo card after the first game? I mean, at the end of the day, if you're 100 villagers ahead of someone for 10 minutes, the res collect is going to look like this. But a great game, really entertaining game there. Lewis has some fight in him, but DauT ain't done.